Greetings, car fanatics. Today I'm going to be talking about what I think about the new 992 and if it's worth it. Let's go ahead and go for a drive and hear my thoughts. We're here on a canyon road that I really like. It's leading up to the lake over here. So let's go ahead and just talk about my thoughts on the new 992. First off, aesthetically, I think it is a beautiful car. I love the new muscular hips on the front and the back. I also like how the narrow body car is now using the same wide track as the four-wheel drive car. So overall, the aesthetics, I think it looks really great. The interior is drastically freshened up and it looks amazing. Now I do think the car is starting to look a little bit fat, kind of like the 991, but overall I think it does look better than the 991 because of the wide fenders and overall the muscular proportions. I am worried though that the car is getting big. Now when I'm driving my 997 up here, I do like the smaller feel of the car, and I've driven the 991 and that car drives amazing, but it definitely does feel a little bit bigger than this car, and the 992 is even bigger. So while I like the overall aesthetics, I am concerned about the growth in dimensions. Talking about performance, the car no doubt will outperform the 997, the 991. Porsche, when they come out with a new model, always raises the bar, and from a development standpoint, they know all the benchmarks. They know 0-60 times, handling specs and all that, and they're not really going to design a car that's going to perform less. So overall, I really like the 992. Now, would I actually buy one? Price-wise, it's gotten really expensive. You're talking about, $120,000, maybe $130,000 for a Carrera S. That is just a lot of money to pay. Now, I know the car has a lot of power, so 450 horsepower. That is not too far off from the 997.1 turbo, so it's definitely a lot of power. I think, for the money, it is a lot to ask for. Typically, I'm never the type to advocate buying a new car anyways, so that's going to bias this a bit. But at $130,000, think about what you can get with that. You can buy a really nice 991, which is going to give you most of the enjoyment. I'd say 95% of the enjoyment, and you're only going to spend, maybe $65,000 to $70,000 for a 991 with lower miles, and that's going to give you a really good experience. So overall, while I really like the 992, the way it looks, I'm sure it's going to be a great performer. I just don't think it's worth the money, because for that price, you can buy a lot of great cars. So those are my overall thoughts on the 992. Great car. I just don't think it's worth the money. If you can swing it, if you're making 3 or 4 times how much a 992 costs per year, the more power to you. But for me and other people, I definitely wouldn't recommend getting a 992, because there just are so many good cars you can buy in the used market, spend a lot less, have a lot less headaches when something happens to the vehicle, have money to spare, and you're just going to be overall in a better situation. Well, thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave questions or comments below.